nail friends, it's day 4 of my 13 days of Halloween. Make sure you're checking the description box for all of the details on what is going on and how to enter for the giveaways at the end and all of that. This mani idea actually came from Nicole McArthur. I'm going to leave her video linked down below. She did her mani a little bit differently and had where her mummy's eyes glowed and it looked super cool. I wanted to do a little bit different since she already had a dipping video of this same stamping plate from Maniology. So that way you can see 2 different ways you can do these nails and get a really cool effect by using that Peekaboo dip powder from Dipalicious Nails. I'm going to try my best to make sure that I leave everything linked down below in the description, but if I do end up missing anything, please comment below and let me know, and I will try to link it. It's a lot of videos for me to do back to back like this, and I may have forgot something. Let's talk about stamping. Stamping was one thing that I got very frustrated with very easily, and I actually stopped stamping for close to a year. No kidding, not lying whatsoever. You really need to have the patience to do this, but also really good products. I stand behind Maniology's products. They are very high end, especially their stamping polishes. And before I would have issues not being able to pick up my image, but this stamper that I'm using actually has a sticky tacky layer and it makes it so easy to pick up the design that you're trying to pick up. And their stamping polishes are very thick formulated, and I found that they work a lot better than the cheaper brands that you can get. So it is investments along the way, but I really think that money-wise and for quality and to be able to actually stamp on your nails is really important. So you can see me, I am putting down my stamping polish. I am swiping in one direction, and then when I pick up my image, I'm picking it up in the other direction. I did mess up a few times, and I'm leaving it in here so you can see. Sometimes you either use too much of the stamping polish, sometimes you don't swipe off enough of it like I did for that one. Sometimes you swipe too much. You just have to kind of, and look, this one, my stamper came right out of it. So I had to redo it. And just remember with stamping, after you get that on the stamping plate and you swipe the color off, you want to work pretty quickly because stamping polish dries at a pretty fast pace. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm swiping in one direction and then taking my stamper and picking up in the other direction in a rolling motion. And this is just going to pick your image up for you, and you are going to be able to use it. If you leave it on your stamper head for too long also, it's going to dry and it's not going to transfer to your nail. And you could see that the one corner of my eye started doing that on my mummy, and that was why. It was because I waited too long. So you do have to be pretty quick. But here I'm swiping down and getting off some of that excess stamping polish, and then I'm taking my stamper and rolling upwards, and I got a perfect stamp, and I was so happy with this. So yeah, my question for today, so if you have been following along since the beginning, you know that I'm going to ask a question in every video, and you need to comment down below with the answer to that to be entered into my giveaway at the end. And one more thing I forgot to mention, I'm just using acetone to clean off my stamping plate in between every time that I want to stamp. You want to make sure that you're getting off all of that stamping polish. Okay, now on to the question that you need to answer down below. Tell me one dip powder technique or one nail technique that you have tried over and over again and it has just caused a bunch of grief. Like you get done with it and you are just fed up with nails and you do not want to finish. Like, because we all have something like that. So stamping was my, you know, thing that I absolutely hated doing. I just could not figure it out. So what is yours? Let me know down below. Now before we continue, I'm taking the Maniology No Smudge Top Coat and I'm floating that over top of both of my nails that I stamped on. This is just going to encapsulate all of that stamping polish so that we don't get any kind of running when we go back in with our dip liquids to add the other layers onto our nail, because stamping polish runs. It's very prone to running, so you want to use that No Smudge Top Coat. Now we're taking that peekaboo color and we're going to take our dip base, whatever dip base that you're using. I'm using the OG dip powder liquids, which are my absolute favorite. And we're going to end up doing 2 dips. So I'm going to do my first dip, brush off the excess powder, and then I'm going to do another dip just to make sure that when my nails are hot or cold, it's going to cover, not you are, but it's going to cover that writing that I have down for my nail. So what does it say? Trick or treat, I think it said. But yeah, so that's all that we're going to do. So we're going to dip again and then do the same process. I forgot to say at the beginning, I already had my nails dipped in the black just because I knew that this video would be pretty long, considering I had to do all of the stamping and everything like that. So I do have basic dipping videos on my channel. So if you are new and you happen to stumble on my channel, I will leave that linked up in the right hand corner in the cards so you can check that out if you're interested. You could finish this off with dip liquids, do your activator and your top coat and all of that and follow the process. I just personally wanted to finish off with my gels because I love the shine that gels give. So I'm going in with my OG Dip Powder Gel Base and I'm going to put that on all of my nails, and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. And then I'm going in with my OG Dip Powder Top Coat and putting an even layer of that on. And then we are going to cure for 60 seconds and our nails are done. I think that these are so cute. Make sure you go check out Nicole's video if you want to see a different way that you can do your mummy so that the eyes aren't there all the time, which makes it even more spooky. I know, I'm lame. I'm so sorry. Okay, so these are done and you're going to finish off with your cuticle oil. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a video where I show you the trick or treat vanishing and reappearing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.